Okay, so in this video, we are doing, or right now we're doing a live stream, which I'm just gonna start running some trains. So just have, or you can ask questions and do that kind of thing. Ask what trains you want to see running. So I'm gonna switch out some of the engines real quick. Looks like we got our first commenters. Angela Crawford, hey, Eric the Train fan. So let's see, just running some engines at the moment, and just put in the comments if you want to see any specific engines running. Or just if you have any random questions, that kind of thing. At the moment, I see CN. I'd assume that's Canadian National. I've only got one Canadian National engine, but I'll put it on the bottom track. It is, let's see, where is it? Remember what it is. Oh, there it is. This one here, it's an AHM tempo. We'll run that. How many engines do you have? Well, probably about 100. If you're only counting HO engines. Got some more N scale and O gauge and standard gauge. Because we've got one standard gauge engine, one S gauge engine. Those are the N scale ones there. And then about 30 O gauge engines. And then got the shelf with the HO stuff, another shelf with that one. And then there's some of the more special engines. And then the shelf there, and then the engines on the layout. Hey, Coco. Do you plan on extending your layout? I don't think so. We're just working on building up this layout here, but I don't really have any plans for extending the layout since we've already spent, this is about a year's worth of work off and on this layout. But we'll get this engine running, the CN, Canadian National. This is a C-liner, but it runs. So I'm going to start testing out a couple of different live streaming platforms just to see if I like one over the other. But so far, this is the first stream I've done on, I'm using StreamYard. Just with some random freight cars and all of that on the bottom train. And the top one. Yeah, StreamYard is pretty good. So far it seems to be alright. It loads pretty quick for live stream. I'm not sure how well the actual video quality is, but it's hard telling. But so far the stream seems to go pretty well. Let's see. I put a different engine on the top layout. Any suggestions are welcome. Run. I'll put this on there. Union Pacific, I'd assume. Let's see. Got a few Union Pacific engines, I think. Have to see. Could I run the daylight? I don't know if that one's actually going to work, because that's the brass one. I ran it in the Silver Streak video, but after that I didn't run it really because it still has issues. Let's see. This one will probably be another restoration video, but I can try and run it. I don't know what brand it is. It's a brass one, but let's see. I'll put something Union Pacific on the bottom. Let's see. Make sure it's on the track. It's got. Let's see. Because I do have a just regular Western Pacific GS4 and a American Freedom Train one. Let's see. So that's on. Tender contacts are not working or something. See if I can get it to do any, like a full lap. Can't tell if the tender's actually on or not. Looks like it is. I think there's something wacky with contacts on it that let's see. Hey, the train is in the way. Gotta move it. Let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I don't think. Well, yeah, I have to mess around with the contacts a little bit more. It's a nice looking engine. I think there's something going on with it. Because it was running, but it's not really running very well. So I'm going to take that off, and I'll run one of the other daylights. Well, this is the only daylight, but I'll run one of the other GS4s. I think that's what that is. So I ran this American Freedom Train one earlier, so I'll run just the plain black one. Let's see. Run that one. That's the Lionel one there. Had to fix the gears and stuff on it. But there was one that said Union Pacific on the bottom, so I'll find something. Union Pacific. There's a Tyco one. I'm not sure if that one's running or not. Guess I don't have as many Union Pacific ones. You go on this shelf. There's one. Atlas. We'll do that one. Coupler doesn't break. Exactly. Run this one. There we go. Lost power on the top one, it sounds like. Turn off. Christmas lights on the bottom. There we go. Bottom train. Yeah, that one, that Daylight is a pretty good runner. The other one runs a little bit better, the American Freedom Train, but this one's not too bad. Especially before, or since when I got it, or when we got it, it was all the gears were cracked in it and it wouldn't go. It was in pretty bad shape. But it's a really nice looking engine. I really like the GS4. All the ones like the Bachmann ones, the brass ones, the Lionel ones, they all look really nice. Okay, see you, Eric. Nice looking engine that one is. Both of them. Very nice engine. Let's see, I'm gonna turn off the GS4 and put something else on. Let's see. Put that on. Let's see. What do we want to run around? There's something under here. Run this weird thing. It's like one of those Doodlebug passenger cars, but it's a custom-made Athearn one somebody's done. Did a pretty good job on it, to be honest, for one of these, for something that somebody built, presumably. This one hasn't run in a little bit, so I don't know how well it's actually going to do. A little bit noisy. I think it needs some oil. Really neat looking thing. That Doodlebug thing is so funny. Put something different on the bottom track. When it gets back over here, put something different on here. Here. Let's see. We want to run around. We'll do this one. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, see you, Angela. Run. Might go until 7:30 in the live stream. I might end it, so I'll turn this one off. Yeah, do that. Get another engine. Let's see. What do we want? Turn. Like the general. That would be cool. Some IHC one. switched the wrong track. I turned or I flipped the track on the bottom engine. Whoops. Don't want to do that. It's not good for the motor. Back it up here. Make sure it's actually connected to the train, which it appears to be. So much fat going in. So there we got that, and then I'll turn on the general. I think it's going the wrong way. It's a nice looking engine. I like that one. And any suggestions for engines that you want to run, I will do that. I will do that. Got the Southern Pacific running. Figure out a brake car to put behind the general. Do this one here. I can get a couple things around. It's got those weird couplers that pretty much connect to anything. Horn hook or knuckle couplers, which is really nice because then you can connect anything to anything really. Don't have to have all horn hook or all knuckle couplers to run your train. Yeah, that I would start that up. Well, we can switch out the bottom train as well. We don't want to put on the bottom. Since we got the Southern Pacific running. Let's see. I don't know what else to get. How'd you get that American running so well? Mine took extensive tender pickup work to make it run. That one's an IHC one. That one really, to be honest, ran perfectly fine when right out of the box. I've got the box for it actually. That one came from an antique store. I did do some work to the motor on it, but the motor already ran pretty smooth. Where's the box for that thing? Right there. It is this one. Let's see. Yeah, the 440 old timer Union Pacific with the straight smokestack. So it's sort of like the General, but it's a different one, I guess. But that one never really had any issues. But getting back to that, other trains that run this one, it's a Life Flight. switched out the shell from a Union Pacific to this one. But let's see. You get it running over here. And the shells, or the handrails are kind of coming off, but that's all right. Let's see. If I could get it on the track. There we go. There we go. Going. So there's the general, and then on the bottom we've still got the life light. Bachmann. Yeah, I don't have any of the Bachmann generals. Yeah. Yeah, the Bachmann, like the Jupiter and the generals are really neat. I just really haven't seen them. If I could find one for a good price, I'd probably get it, but I haven't been able to really find any. Yeah. One of the Golden Spike engines, yeah, I'm not that keyed up on the actual versions of these trains. Yeah. There's a chair there. You'd say, I don't care. It's until 7:30 or something. We'll run something different. Stop the general over there. Let's see, what now? On the farm rail. This one is actually the first or the only brand new engine I've ever bought. It's an Intermountain, and it was being sold for way under recommended retail price. So, and it was an engine I really wanted, so kind of picked it up. See if we can get it connected. There we go. think it's on the track. Yeah, we'll get that one running. Just waiting on some viewers. That Barbara Legends are really nice. I'm tired. So, what do we got on the layout? We got some Pennsylvania passenger cars, and then there's the John Deere set that we go with the John Deere engine, which is right there. Some custom freight cars, which are Nebraska Southern, which are the box cars introduced. And then there's the maintenance away crane, one of the lily put cranes, a couple engines from previous videos, and some more, just requests from the live stream. Then tank cars, which are Mantua Classics. I don't know what that one is. That one I think is a Mantua. Those flat cars are Tichy Train Group. Just some random stuff. And there's the Lifelike GP30 or something. The Farm Rail GP20 with the IHC Atchison Topeka car, and then the Mantua, I think it is Columbia Soup box car that has the hole on the back. As you can see, whatever happened to it, I have no idea, but obviously something. And then on the bottom train, see what freight cars are coming on that one. Looks like just some Mark's freight cars, or there's the first two are Mark's. This third one, the tank car, is a River Rocky, and then the Type New Hampshire box car and the line-off boost. So there's just some neat ones. And then various things happening on the layout. The mountain is there. Still need to work on the grass and everything over here. And working on the building that goes there. That building's done. Pretty much over here is all done. Same here. Then the bottom layouts, nothing's going to happen. The bridge is then built over there. And everything. What? These engines go around a few more times and then might end the stream. And there will be a normal video tomorrow. But what I'm doing for this month is just, for the month of December, I'm going to try and upload a video every day, whether that be a regular video, restoration, that kind of thing. Doesn't really matter, just whatever I think will be interesting. Still have a few restoration videos to make, and a few engines to fix still. But have to decide which engines actually would make a good video, really. But got a few other ideas for videos to see, just to experiment. But I think once we get to maybe 35 minutes, I'll end the stream. Got some more trains running around. The farm rail engine's running very well. And same with the Lifelike. So Yeah, we've hit 35 minutes, so I think I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna end this live stream. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.